Yan po yung summer solstice. Papansin mo nasa northeast yung sun. Sa Sir Fox. Good day everyone. Welcome to Sir Fox Learning Channel. For today's video, pag-aaralan po natin yung movement ng mga heavenly bodies at alamin din po natin ano yung mga views ng Greeks pagdating po sa motion, sa matter and motion. Paano nila ginamit ito sa pagtiyak nila na yung Earth is a geocentric universe. So, ngayon po natin yan dito sa video ito. At alamin din po natin, bakit nga ba parang everyday na lang seemingly yung sun, yung moon, yung stars nagmo-move from east to west. Pansin mo ba yan? At bakit nga rin ba nagbabago yung position ng sunrise? Sometimes nasa bandang hilaga and sometimes nasa bandang kanluran, north, south, nasa bandang southeast usually kapag December. Alamin po natin yan dito sa video ito. At kung bago ka sa channel na ito, huwag mong kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell all. Please support Sir Fox Learning Channel. At sa mga supporters po natin, 1.63k, thank you so much for being there, for watching my videos. God bless you all. Happy learning, everyone.
Okay, our lesson for this video is all about Greek views of matter, motion, and the universe. So alamin po natin ano nga ba yung views ng Greeks about matter, motion, and the universe. Our main learning target here is to explain what is meant by diurnal motion, annual motion, precession of the equinoxes. So, though yung views ng mga Greeks beforehand, definitely it means ito ay diurnal motion. Pag sinabi po nating diurnal motion, it refers to the daily motion of the earth. So they were thinking that time, kaya nga yung mga Greeks, di ba, naniniwala sila na geocentric universe. Iniisip nila na lahat ng mga heavenly bodies umiikot sa earth every day at naka-steady yung earth. Di ba, have you seen the sun moving from east to west? Diba? Seemingly, the sun moves from east to west from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So, since yung mga Greeks, ang ginagawa lang nila that time is just to observe. Wala pa silang mga equipment na pwedeng gamitin for their observations. That's why ang iniisip nila, lahat ng mga heavenly bodies umiikot sa earth, moving around the earth daily. So they believe the diurnal motion. But for more details, pasukin po natin ang lesson na to. Samahan niyo po ako. Let's talk about the cycle of the sky. So ano nga ba yung cycle ng sky? So if you will observe the sky, seemingly, yun nga, yung mapapansin mo, heavenly bodies are moving from east to west, right? And have you noticed also yung yung sunrise, nagbabago rin yung position. Have you noticed that? This time, yung position ng sunrise ay nasa bandang northeast. Di ba? Have you noticed that? Mamaya, i-observe mo. Labas ka ng bahay or kung hindi man, bukas ng umaga, labas ka ng bahay. Yung sunrise, makikita mo sa northeast. Pero mga bandang September and March, ang sunrise is straightly nasa east. Pero mga bandang December, yung sunrise nasa banda ng south to southeast. Bakit kaya? Alamin po natin yan dito sa video ito, Cycle of the Sky. So ito po yung celestial sphere. A vast distance to stars prevent us from sensing their true 3D arrangement. So yun yung tinatawag na celestial sphere. Our naked eye observations treat all stars at the same distance on a giant celestial sphere with the Earth at its center. Halimbawa, ito yung Earth. One time I asked my student, nasaan ba tayo sa Earth? Sabi niya nasa loob. Wala po tayo sa loob ng Earth. Kasi ang loob po ng Earth is core, rocks. Nasa space po tayo ng Earth. Katulad nung itong picture po dito. So, kapag tumingin ka sa sky, what will you notice? What will you observe? You will observe from your naked eye na yung mga stars na yan ay nasa isang distance, di ba? Seemingly, parang nasa isang lugar lang sila. Yung layo nila. Because of the celestial sphere. Itong celestial sphere is not a real sphere, but ito po ay sphere of gas na makikita po natin na feeling natin nakapalibot sa atin. Di ba? Pag tingnan mo yung sky, seemingly para siyang bilog. Yan po yung celestial sphere. Vast distance says to stars prevent us from sensing their true 3D arrangement because of this sphere. The celestial sphere is a model. Ito lang ay model. Hindi po siya real, which does not necessarily match physical reality. Hindi siya real. It is just a model. Models that provide a means to enhance our understanding of nature. So ayan po, sa picture on the right side, ito ikaw, sa east horizon, looking at the sky, the different stars above you. And because of this sphere, you're thinking that these stars are at the same positions, but actually are not. Okay? So yung nakikita mong parang bilog na nakapalibot sa atin na blue kapag walang clouds, yan po yung tinatawag na celestial sphere. At yan po ay not real sphere. It's just a model. So gas po yan. So syempre, yung mga nakikita po nating stars, every month ay makakita po tayo ng mga constellations. Sa pag-aaral po ng astronomy, every month ay may makikita po nating mga constellations. Iba't ibang constellation. So, a constellation, ito po ay fixed arrangement of stars that resemble animals, objects, and mythological figures. Stars in a constellation are not physically related. So, yan din po. yung mga constellation na laan is hindi siya physically related. It so happened na yung formation ng mga stars has to do with that, with such object or animals or mythological figures. Pero hindi siya related. But the arrangement figure outs is figures out that animals, objects, or mythological figure. Okay? Positions of stars change very slowly. So taken for that. Constellations will look the same for thousands of years. So, yung position ng mga stars yan, very slowly yung kanyang pagbabago ng pwesto. Sabi nga dito, will look the same for thousands of years. Origin of the ancient constellation is unknown, although they probably serve as mnemonic tools for tracking seasons and navigation. So beforehand kasi, once they navigate, di ba, kapag napapanood tayo ng mga movies, ancient movies, usually yung kanilang tracking season for navigation is sometimes yung constellation, yung sun, yung moon, yung stars. Right? Now, because of this movement in the sky, alamin din po natin ano ba yung difference ni diurnal and annular motion. Si diurnal motion, it refers to the daily motion of sun, moon, planets, and stars rise in the east and set in the west due to Earth's rotation. So because of this diurnal motion, ancient astronomers took all celestial motion to be diurnal. Kaya naniwala sila, they believe that the universe is a geocentric universe. Every heavenly bodies move daily around the earth. So they believe the diurnal motion. But later on, scientists like Johannes Kepler, Galileo, opposes that belief of the Greeks. However, annual motion is the yearly motion due to Earth's revolution. So, yung annual motion, yearly motion of Earth's revolution. Di ba yung Earth, sabi ng yung mga scientists, umiikot po yan sa sun. Ito yung sabi sa mga naniniwala ng heliocentric universe, which we believe that is the right universe. Every heavenly bodies revolve around the sun. Katulad ng ipinapakita po dito sa picture, ito po yung celestial sphere, ito po yung sun, ito po yung mga planets, ito po yung earth for instance. So every year umiikot po yan si earth around the sun for 365 days and 1 half. Okay? Tapos si diurnal motion, ito naman yung pag-ikot kasi yan ni earth sa kanyang axis. Di ba? Si earth kasi habang umiikot sa sun, umiikot din siya sa kanyang axis. Ang isang ikot niya is equivalent to 24 hours. Kaya mayroong day and night. Diba? Kaya nga tanong dito, is the sky different from day to day, month to month, year to year? Probably, yes. Ano yung dahilan? Because of the movement of the earth. Movement on its axis, movement around the sun. Its revolution around the sun. So daily motion can be explained by rotation of the celestial sphere about the north-south celestial poles located directly above the Earth's north and south poles. Tulad po nito, ito po yung North Pole, ito po yung South Pole. Sabi ko kanina, itong diurnal motion Actually, hindi pa kasi ito ng mga Greeks naintindihan before na may axis pala yung Earth. Na yung Earth umiikot sa kanyang axis for 24 hours or 1 day. Kaya seemingly there was movements of sun, moon, stars around the Earth because of that daily motion sa kanyang axis. The celestial equator, which lies directly above the Earth's equator, provides another astronomical reference marker. So ito po yung celestial equator. Ang daming aso. However, annual motions, yun na yung sinabi ko kanina, annular. Isang taong pag-ikot ni Earth basically sa mundo. At dyan, dahil sa pag-ikot na yan, nagsilabasan yung mga constellations. Kaya nagkaroon ng mga horoscope because of that annular motion. Okay? For a given time, let's say 10 p.m., as the month proceed, constellations do not appear in the same part of the sky, yes. Dahil nga sa pag-move ng Earth sa around the sun. Kaya yung mga constellations, hindi yan nag-appear sa isang position sa sky. Kaya every month, iba yung constellation na makikita mo. A given star rises 3 minutes 56 seconds earlier each night. This annual motion is caused by the Earth's motion around the sun, the result of projection. The ancient used the periodic annual motion to mark the season. So yung mga seasons pala, even ancient days, may seasons na. At ginamit nila itong annual motion. So dito po sa picture, on the right side, makikita po natin dyan, yung mga constellations na makikita every month as the Earth revolves around the Sun. August, June, September, hanggang January, yan po yung mga constellations na makikita po natin as the Earth's revolve around the Sun. So, kaya dyan din, yung mga gumagawa ng horoscope, dyan din nila yan binase sa constellations monthly na sa constellations na makikita nila per month. Yung ecliptic, ito po ay path of the sun through the stars on the celestial sphere. The ecliptic is a projection. Hindi po siya real path but just a projection of the Earth's orbit onto the celestial sphere and is tipped relative to the celestial equator. So ito po yung ecliptic path. It looks like a path of the constellations around the Earth. Pero hindi po siya real path. So because of the rotation of the Earth around the Sun, ayan, nagkaroon ngayon ng mga seasons. Though dito po sa atin, sa Pilipinas, since nasa equator po tayo, hindi natin masyadong ramdam yung mga seasons na yan dahil yung spot ng sun is hindi naman nagbago sa place po natin, sa lugar po natin. Why? Nasa equator, malapit po tayo sa equator eh. Yung sunspot nagbabago sa mga lugar ng North Pole and South Pole. And usually, sila po yung nakakaranas ng 4 na season. The Earth is closest to the Sun in January, which is winter in the northern hemisphere. Yung mga Northmen, winter sa kanila kapag January. Kaya tayo, iba kasi ang hangin kapag ganung lugar, ganung panahon is amihan from the northern hemisphere. Kaya dito sa lugar natin, naambon ng patay ng lamig. Di ba? Pagka mga ganung panahon, malamig pa sa atin. Therefore, the seasons cannot be caused by sun's proximity to the Earth. The Earth's rotation or rotation axis is tilt around 23.5 from a line perpendicular to the Earth's orbital plane. So, yung pag-tilt ni axis is 23.5. Hindi po yan nakadiretso vertically. But, nagtitilt po yan ng 23.5 degrees. Ito po yan. Yun po yung Earth's axis. Okay, pag nag-rotate yan sa Sun, magbabago yung seasons ni North Pole at ni South Pole. Si Sun, naka-steady lang po yan. Hindi katulad ng sinasabi nila Aristotle o mga Greeks na umiikot yan sa Earth. Si Sun, naka-steady lang sa center of the universe. Ayan, the rotation axis of the Earth maintains nearly the same tilt and direction from year to year. The northern and southern hemisphere alternate receiving a yearly cycle, majority of direct light from the sun. And this leads to the season. Kaya nga tayo sa mga bansang nasa malapit sa equator, walang season. Tayo rainy and sunny season lang. Pero yung mga northern and southern people, sila po yung nakakaranas ng seasons. Nagpapalitan lang po yan. Opposite, pag winter kay north, summer naman kay south. Pag summer kay north, summer naman kay winter naman kay south. Papalitan lang sila. So, ayan, katulad ng sinasabi ko kanina. Pag sa northern hemisphere, summer, pag ang full spot, full beam of sun falls to this place sa northern hemisphere, summer yan. Pero, the same time, oppositely naman, yung nararanasan ng mga nasa southern hemisphere. Yung mga Southmen, yung mga nandun sa southern pole, south pole. Less heat kasi yung nare-receive nilang sun. Kaya winter sa kanila. So, as illustrated in the picture or shown in the picture, the tilt of the Earth's rotational axis caused the ecliptic not to be aligned with the celestial equator. Sun is above celestial equator in June when the northern hemisphere is tipped toward the sun and is below the equator in December when tipped away. Tilting explains seasonal altitude of the sun at noon, highest in summer and lowest in winter. So the ecliptic tilts, yun po yung ecliptic tilts. Kapag June, ito po yung tilt ng axis ng Earth. Kapag September, ito po nakatilt na siya towards the sun. Kapag December, nakatilt na away from the sun sa North Pole. At kapag March, ayan, nakatilt away from the sun. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng 4 seasons. Solstices and equinoxes. Points on horizon where sun rises and sets changes periodically through the year. In summer months of northern hemisphere, the sun rises north of east and set north of west. In winter months of northern hemisphere, the sun rises south of east and sets south of west. The solstices about June 21 and December 21 are when the sunrise at the most extreme north and south points. Ito po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. If you will notice, this time, ang sunrise is nearly nasa northeast kasi malapit nang maging summer solstice.
yung June 21. Malapit na mag-June 21. So, magiging exact northeast yan kapag nag-June 21. Pag December 21, yung sunrise, mapapansin mo dito naman sa southeast. Kaya yung init, yung sunspot sa bahay po ninyo nagbabago, di ba? However, the equinoxes, ibig sabihin po niyan, equal day and night, which is about March 21 and September 23, when the sun rises directly east. So, yan naman po yung directly east. Exactly at the east. Equal. Yan ang tendency niyan, equal yung day and night. Ancient marked position of sun rising and setting to determine the season. So, yan po. Yung June 21, malapit na mag-June tayo, kaya mas kikita po natin yung sunrise bandang northeast. Ang tawag po dyan is summer solstice. Pag March and September equinoxes, yung equal yung kanyang sunrise, yung directly east yung kanyang pag-sunrise, and usually equal din po dito yung day and night. Winter solstice naman ang tawag kapag yung sun nagra-rise bandang south east. Okay? The moon rises in the east and sets in the west. Like the planets and sun, the moon moves from west to east relative to the stars. Roughly, the width of the moon in 1 hour. So, yan. Since itong phases of the moon is not part of our discussion, I think iti-take na lang po natin ito sa mga susunod po nating video lessons. Okay? So, since ang target po natin is to define diurnal, annular, motions, kung paano tinake ng mga Greeks yung motions of matters. So, at this point, we will end up our video lessons. And hopefully, ito po ay nakatulong po sa inyo, lalo na po sa ating mga grade 11 distance learners. Sa ating mga plantitas, pwede rin po itong makatulong dahil doon sa seasons. Diba? Usually, kapag plantitas ka, dapat alam mo yung mga seasons. Yung pagtatanim, may mga seasons din po yan. Okay? So much for that. At kung bago ka sa channel na ni Sir Fox Learning Channel, huwag mong kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell all para updated ka sa mga susunod ko pong videos. Marami pong salamat sa patuloy na support sa 1.63 supporters po natin. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Happy learning, everyone.